Harry Kane, 23 years of age, banging in goals relentlessly once again in the Premier League for the white side of London, Tottenham Hotspur. What will his future entail? This seems to be a running theme in some of our clips. What is going to happen in the future? Because we don't know.
Yeah, I do.
We talked
going? About Enrique yesterday, right? Because this clip is going up Wednesday. Leicester, with Enrique and Messi and Suarez and Neymar. And
they're just going to add nothing but Galacticos, turn Leicester into the Galacticos of the Premier League. But in a realistic point of view, this is a guy who's expected to lead England for the next 2-3 years. He had a shambolic Euros. We know that, right? He was taking corner kicks. It wasn't pretty.
I mean, all of England had a shambolic Euros. This is exactly why I picked them to win.
Yes, it's very true. But the thing is, Harry Kane is he's a phenomenal finisher, man, and he's playing very well. He's playing so well that not based on their playing style, but people are making connections to the one and only Gareth Bale. So when you thrive and you play so well in a team, but they're not delivering you with the silverware that you want and you aspire to get as a player, you're always going to be asked that question, what is next? Tottenham Hotspur are in a great position. They're one of the teams that are at least keeping up. Even though the mishap against Liverpool bounced back with a great 4-0 victory over Stoke.
Seriously.
They look good. Harry Kane looks good. So, yeah, I'm not writing them out of a possibility that they can still push for that, push Chelsea, maybe finish second or third. But is that what Harry Kane wants at the end of the day? Does he want to continue? Because we saw how shite they were in the Champions League, let's be honest, and not playing as well in Europa League either. Does it come to the point where he has to question, all right, if I'm going to be the next Wayne Rooney, if I'm going to be the next Alan Shearer, do I want to stay put at a team that's not going to allow me to reach my potential? Or do I look to some other teams? I don't know if he'll look in the Premier League, but even across seas, there's rumours that Real Madrid are sniffing the pond for a finisher very similar in stature to Benzema.
Harry Kane has something that's... we talk about this with Neymar all the time. Now, I know Neymar and Harry Kane are on two different talent levels. They play pretty much two different positions, even though they're both on the forward attacking line. Harry Kane, I think, is more of a pure striker.
Yeah.
Neymar is a pure winger. And
he's
Bale
adapted to be a winger now at Barcelona,
Yeah, and Bale was a winger.
Yes.
So that's why Bale was a little bit more creative with the assist numbers when he played at Tottenham and was more of a creator. He's able to create for himself. Where Harry Kane, you just want the ball at his feet within 15 yards of the goal at all times. I watched most of the Stoke game. I watched it back this morning. His finishing was sublime. And we talk about sexy football. That's some sexy football. Do you know what I think sexy football is? Just scoring goals. I don't think you need to be doing fucking bike kicks, rainbow kicks, Rabona backdoor freestyle 1080s to get it into the net. Just put it in the back of the fucking net. Diego Costa's been doing it all year, and it seems like it's working out fine for Chelsea. But a move overseas. So if he were to go overseas, let's say he goes to a La Liga, well, there's a lot. It's crowded there. It's crowded on the attacking lines for both the Real Madrids and Barcelonas of the world. And if you were to go to even like a Bayern, because I'm thinking if he's moving to a club that's immediately going to compete for a Champions League, like one of the 4 to 5, 6 best clubs in the world. Or if he's moving in the Premier League, they better have a damn good shot at winning. And I think it's unfair for me to say this. I just don't. Tottenham's best shot was last year.
Yes.
Their best shot was last year. They're not going to get that again in Harry Kane's time. But he's only 23. And I think we keep forgetting this. He hasn't hit his prime. He could have a 30-goal Premier League season. Because his last... I have stats. I have Bale stats, which are kind of useless. So go to Harry Kane's. It's the second set of stats. I mean, he's going to finish with 20. I'm going to safely assume he's going to get to the 20-goal benchmark this year, too.
Yes.
He's got about 10 more appearances, 12 more appearances.
I mean, he grabbed 3 goals in 37 minutes against Stoke.
Yeah, but that's nothing because Lewandowski did 5 and 10. So
he's on par. Look at let's be honest. He's only played 21 games this season because we had those. He was injured for a part of the season.
He scored more than 25 based on that.
Look at that. Like he had 38 games, played every game in the calendar in the Premier League last year, and was able to grab 25 goals. Phenomenal season. If Harry Kane wants to reach his full potential, I think
he's got to move.
He's got to move. But that doesn't mean that Tottenham still wouldn't provide him with a great environment to continue to thrive. I don't think he needs to move next year. I don't think he needs to move the year after that. I think he can still continue to grow. And if Tottenham go on to defy everyone's expectations and continue to compete for a Premier League and even maybe go on and win it. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. Leicester City last year. Yeah, that'd be great for him. But I'm just looking at Gareth Bale. Like, you can't deny that Gareth Bale made the best move of his career going to Real Madrid. He now is in top 5, top 10 world for the best player. He's got a Champions League to his name. He has used that to catapult Wales to a position where they would never have imagined. So yeah, Gareth Bale is a great example of what could happen, but there's plenty out there of examples of what could also
go wrong.
Where you go and you go right downhill, especially when you move between the Premier League. That's why I'm not as fond of saying, would he move? Like, moving from Tottenham to Chelsea is a very bold move.
It's not Chelsea, Manchester. You can go to Manchester.
United are not going to. They're just going to do whatever they can to keep Zlatan. Harry Kane has been touted as a Manchester United potential signing.
My big thing too, I was going to say was, I just would like to see Tottenham make, like, Dani Alves signed with Juventus this past summer, and he was a very good signing, as he just proved
very
again
good
in the Champions League most recently, but all throughout Serie A. I mean, I still think he's being underreported, maybe because I'm a Juventus fanboy.
No, I think he's been a great signing.
But I would love to see Tottenham make that kind of signing to really bolster
their chances,
the midfield, the back line, more so the team in depth, because they don't have really that much trouble scoring. Dele Alli's a young talent,
very good player,
and Harry Kane's a young talent. Now get some veterans or some at least more experienced players to play on that back line.
I think that they've got all the potential, but this isn't rare to Tottenham. They've had the potential before as well. They've had Gareth Bale when he was, I think at one point he was the best player in the Premier League when they had him in his prime, and again he wanted to move. So would Harry Kane be welcome at Barcelona? No, they've got Luis Suarez. They don't need him. The only difference is at Real Madrid is that he fits a very similar mold to Benzema. He's got that connection with the likes of Gareth Bale. They're looking for more in the box.
Can finally go to Arsenal.
Yeah, Benzema can finally make that move that everyone's predicting for 6 years. So who knows? I'm quite happy to say that he'll stay put for another couple of years, because I think the Harry Kane is offering so much and continuing to get better. If he was stagnating a little bit and the team was stagnating, they're still improving. Tottenham they're not exactly going like this. In European sense, they're pretty much going down.
Oh no,
they're
but
horrible.
like in Premier League, in
the Premier League,
they're one focus.
I think they're steady growth. Like last year was ultimately looked at as a disappointment because they put all their eggs in the Premier League basket, were willing to just succumb to whatever it had to be in the Europa League, and then eventually fell below Arsenal again, which they know is a dagger to their heart. But we'll see what happens this year. But as for Harry Kane, let us know what you guys think. He's having a phenomenal year at the moment. Lukaku's another one. He's both of them 23, both of them on 17 goals. Another player that is being touted to move. 23? Only 23.
Are you serious?
Yep, very young.
He's been in FIFA games since like FIFA 92.
He's the Freddie Adu that actually reached greatness.
He became Lukaku.
In the bottom is the comment. On Twitter, it's Francis _ Maxwell and Jason Rubin 91.
I need help.
Peace.